let me tell you something that I think is really crazy in Unreal Engine. Now, if you have a bunch of different nodes, let's just make something here. Let's just make this and then combine these two together. And let's add something here. Let's do 1 minus over here. What I can actually do is I can combine all of this into a collapsed node. It's something new that you can actually do. If I right click, I can do collapsed nodes and we get this. So this is basically what you saw before, but all collapsed down. I can then add input pins and output pins. And if I double click on it, I actually get into it. So with the input pins, I can actually have inputs that I add to this. If I just add another node in here, I can add that input. And then the output could be the output of this. If I change this to be red, for instance, and we change this to be 1, I reckon if I now plug this back in, if I just click over here to go back from the collapse node, plug it in here, we should see, oh, we're inverting and stuff. Let's just plug the red into here and go back again. This is basically a collapse node, and it's people don't really use them too often. I haven't really seen people use them. You also get this kind of nice view if you hover over it. We have something called reroute nodes that you can also use, but this is quite nice. And if you find that your materials are a bit too complicated and you think collapsing it down and working more in like a folder categorized basis is more useful for you, then definitely do this. You can actually name this, so I can just name this to something, and I can actually name the pins as well, so I can remove the names from the pins or just say something that it does. This should not be confused with the material functions. Material functions are actually functions that contain code outside of this. So a material function is something like this, and you can actually go into this and you have other code and you have some inputs and outputs that you can change with more precise values. So this is more like a one-off solution for some parts of the code where you have a lot of code that you want to just collapse into a single node. I hope this video was helpful, and if it was, make sure to give it a like, subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow because I make new videos every single day. So if you want to support me, please make sure to like the video, and I'll see you soon.